Hello everybody, it's Hard Rules. Today all I'm talking about is my WWE WrestleMania reactions to the full show basically. I watched somebody's video on YouTube that was 10 minutes 57 seconds. That's mostly where I got it. I watched Kickoff on USA Network like 6 or 7 or something like that. But that video was pretty cool. That fast forwarding video was pretty good. So the Kickoff show was Total Divas, Brie Bella, Natalia, Alicia Fox, Paige, Eva Marie versus Emma. The debut of Lana, she dressed up in baby suit from the mall or something. Summer Rae, Tamina Snuka, Naomi, Team Bad and Blonde. Team Total Divas won, and then Nikki Bella came out to celebrate with her sister, and they won, and I was correct about that match, so I got that one right. That's one. And then the next match was the Usos versus the Dudley Boys. The Usos didn't win because they did super kicks and splashes, and they beat them with it, and the Usos won, but then the Dudley Boys tried to put the Usos through tables, but then they reversed the script. I thought the Dudley Boys said no more tables. I guess they lied. Nice lie. But the Usos ended up winning. They ended up winning, and then they put the Dudley Boys through tables because they reversed the script, do the splash through the tables, and they win. And that's how that goes for the Kickoff show. Also, there's another match on the Kickoff show, just wasn't on the USA Network, I think. It says Ryback versus Kalisto, but I heard that it was an empty stadium, so they tried to flip the screen where it looked like there's not. It seemed like it was full, but like the ticket thing went wrong, and you're having people burn up outside and stuff like that. But Kalisto ended up winning, and those people didn't get to watch it unless they're watching it on their phone. WWE Network out there with Wi-Fi or something like that. And he retained his United States Championship, and it was a pretty good match. People said, and I think it was too because I saw it. The 7-man Intercontinental Championship ladder match: Kevin Owens, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, The Miz, Stardust, Samuel Zayn, Sin Cara too. Sin Cara's just like some kind of angel. The Miz just a regular. Kevin Owens regular. Zack Ryder regular. Dolph Ziggler regular. Stardust had like a polka dot ladder out there or something like that. He is Cody Rhodes. If you do not believe me, he is. Just to pay homage to his father, the late great Dusty Rhodes. Zack Ryder ended up winning the IC championship, and I was correct about that one. Woo woo woo, you know it, bro. Everybody was probably excited for that one. Now they're finally gonna push him, or are they gonna squash him after this? I don't know. The triple threat, not Divas Championship now. They debuted the WWE women's belt, so they're women, I guess. WWE women's belt. It was pretty cool. It was like a ripoff of the Intercontinental Championship and the ripoff of the WWE World Championship combined together, except it was kind of pink. And Charlotte ended up retaining, but she got pulled out by Ric Flair, and then Charlotte did like the figure 8 to Becky Lynch. But before that, Becky Lynch did like a crossbody. Charlotte makes me out of the way, pushed Ric Flair in the way, and like Becky Lynch, they were rolling all over each other. And as I heard from another YouTuber, it looked like Ric Flair was trying to stick his dick in Becky Lynch. But Charlotte ended up winning. She retained her championship, got the women's belt, the first ever women's belt, but it's not the first ever. I thought there was another one. Leave a comment below. But so there's that. And then we had Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, no holds barred street fight. There was no box, so Goody's going down there. He hit him everywhere like an Easter egg hunt, still more down there. Brock Lesnar, I got this match wrong. Brock Lesnar ended up beating him. Paul Heyman was out there. He's like, Brock, he moves out of the way, suplexes him on the steel chairs, 13 suplexes. They say F5 onto the steel chairs. He couldn't get it done with the dirty deeds, and Brock Lesnar F5'd him onto steel chairs, a bunch of steel chairs. How many's in there? 1, 2, 3, ends up winning the match, and that's what it goes. Why is it when Brock Lesnar wins, he grabs down below or something like that? Has he hurt himself? There's a hernia attack or something. But now we're gonna get to the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There's lots of people in here. Shaquille O'Neal was in there, former basketball player. And he has been WWE before. Then Diamond Dallas Page was in there. Tatanka was in there, like some kind of Indian dude from back in the day in WWE. Who ends up winning this match? Baron Corbin ends up winning this match. Once Kane gets rid of Darren Young and some other guy, he throws him out, and then Kane gets eliminated by Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin ends up winning the 3rd annual Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He ends up winning the trophy. The guy that sucks in NXT wins the Battle Royal. That makes no sense. But there we go. But at least we didn't have no old guys winning it this time. Well, Cesaro's not really old, so that was kind of sad. But Big Show winning. Hopefully, I'm glad no one else. Like, I'm happy Barry Corbin won, but is this a push for him, WWE? Because they squashed him in NXT, basically. The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon in the Hell in a Cell matchup. The Undertaker ended up winning. They fought everywhere. Undertaker, like, chokeslammed Shane McMahon onto steel steps, and Shane McMahon did a DT, and they both kicked out, and they rose up, and Shane McMahon gets like a pair of like pliers, starts plying the hinges off the Hell in a Cell, and then the Undertaker slams. He picks up Shane McMahon, slams him through it, and then Undertaker slams him through a table, and then Shane McMahon gets hits Undertaker with like a monitor or something like that with it, and then gets on top of a 20-foot cell, dives off of it. He misses. Undertaker moves out of the way, and he was shocked. And Undertaker does a tombstone pile driver, pins him 1, 2, 3. The Undertaker wins. Shane McMahon's okay because he did a thumbs up before he left, but Undertaker looks like he was crying when he left, when he came out of there. We had AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. I was wrong about this match. Chris Jericho ended up winning. He did the code breaker. AJ Styles lost, and basically the glory went around because they were sitting up New Day sitting with a bunch of bootios, so basically they were paying attention more to that than AJ Styles and Chris Jericho, so they didn't really get like much attention as they should have for this matchup, but Chris Jericho ended up winning no matter what. We had the League of Nations versus the New Day. It was supposed to be a 4-on-3 match as it was supposed to be, but it wasn't. It was 3-on-3. The New Day ended up losing, and the League of Nations won. And then the League of Nations said that we could beat any 3-man team that can come out here right now. And then here comes Shawn Michaels' music hits. Then Mick Foley comes out. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. There's Mr. Sacco to Sheamus. There's like a sweet chin music to Alberto Rio, and then a stunner to Rusev. And then a super kick to King Barrett, I think. And then the New Day thinks they're going to celebrate with Stone Cold with his beard, Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels, but no. Stone Cold gives Xavier Woods a stunner, and they beat up the New Day also. So the old dudes are running wild. Yeah, it was pretty cool though. Pretty cool segment in there. They beat the record of the all-time record, 101,775,000, something like that. Fans. They beat it from 20 years ago from WrestleMania 3 when Andre Giant got slammed, when Hulk Hogan slammed him and beat him right there. Now the preview, they're just talking about all the matches and stuff, but Lita revealed the WWE Women's Belt. The Rock was out there talking about, she had like a flamethrower, flamed up his name, Rock, and then he comes down to the ring, talks a lot about everything. The Wyatt family comes out. Well, Luke Harper's not out there. Remember, he got injured on that one Raw on the aftermatch or something like that. They had some match like that. The Wyatt family comes out. Bray Wyatt. Braun Strowman still has the same mask, but then Erick Rowan has some kind of different mask with like horns and stuff, so it looks different, not similar to, I guess, Braun Strowman or something like that. But Erick Rowan did it first. But so they try to attack him, but then John Cena returns. John Cena was just taking off time. He was injured for a month in January, but he's doing like a series in a month, and now it's going to be coming out in June. But John Cena's back. He helps him, and then I think The Rock faced Erick Rowan. The bell rings, and Rock bottom 1, 2, 3. The Rock wins in 6 seconds, an all-time new record from the one record that was like 9 seconds, I think, I do believe. That was the old record. So The Rock ends up winning. He beats the record. The Rock wins in 6 seconds. Now Erick Rowan's buried. The Wyatt family's buried. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. Or maybe not Luke Harper because he's been Intercontinental Champion before, but he's like the only one relevant. But the rest of them, they all suck. Well, they all suck in their own way, I guess. But sorry, that was my mom. On the pre-show, the announcers were MR, Jerry King Lawler, Brad Saxton, and then they showed Michael Cole coming out during the pre-show and JBL. They're the main people out there, unless the other ones stick. But Renee Young, Booker T, Lita, and that one guy that's injured, Corey Graves. Yeah, him. Speaking of skin on his lip. But they were talking about previews, and they got annoying because Renee Young on the preview show and everything was talking about, oh, the records with me, kind of annoying. We already know, but this was like a okay WrestleMania. It's not one of the best. The best WrestleMania I think that I saw was WrestleMania 28, which was one of the best WrestleManias I think of all time. Um, Compared to this one, yeah, compared to all of them, I guess WrestleMania 28 was my favorite WrestleMania of all time. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Lots of debuting attires, lots of debuting everything. People coming back, new superstars coming in to win something, everything in between was on here. It was pretty good WrestleMania 32. So so I guess that's it for a 5-hour match, like a 5 hour thing. Somebody summed down 10 minutes 57 seconds. If you go to my like list, you can go watch it. If you haven't seen it, just go to my like list. It's 10 minutes 57 seconds. Go watch that. That's a pretty good of what it all is. It's basically the best things and everything. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Triple H and Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. I almost forgot that. Triple H for the Triple H. Sorry, my cat's annoying. But Triple H for the WWE Championship. He came out with some kind of skull tower with all the skull people, like some kind of like movie thing off of there. Oh yeah, the New Day was dressed up like the Power Rangers or Dragon Ball Z or something like that. But anyways, Triple H came out with like the skull things and everything. Then Roman Reigns came out on the ramp and he did like the Superman punch and went cocked his fist and went boom. And explosion went off around the star. That was pretty cool. And then they did show everybody, like the fans and everything, how big that stadium is and how many people were in there. And they said the names. I said it, so 775. But this match was pretty great. But people were booing it because they knew Roman Reigns was going to win. They were booing it. They wanted Triple H to win. What was funny? Was one of the best highlights, which is on that 10 minute 57 second one. If you go down my like list, just go in there and find it. What's funny is that Roman Reigns, sorry saying a lot, Roman Reigns speared Triple H through the barricade, and then he accidentally, Triple H moved out of the way, and the referee did too. And yeah, Stephanie McMahon got in the way, and Roman Reigns accidentally speared Stephanie McMahon, which was pretty funny and hilarious. Everybody was laughing about it, I think. I don't know. Roman Reigns, it goes on for a little bit, and then Roman Reigns ends up Superman punching and spearing him. Triple H didn't get to use the sledgehammer. They said there was no DQ match. It was like rumors and like on billboards, I guess something like that, or I don't know, papers or something. Newspapers, I don't know. Social media. Roman Reigns ends up winning. It's not a no DQ match because he spears him before he can even use the sledgehammer to get DQ'd, and Roman Reigns wins the WWE World Championship. And he's a 3-time WWE Championship in like 3 months. I guess it's not a record because my friend said, oh, The Rock won in 2 minutes. Well, I'm thinking it's a record, but if I'm wrong, just leave in the comments below. This has been a great WrestleMania, but not the best. It's not great. Okay WrestleMania for me. Please like this video. Leave a comment of what you thought of WrestleMania 32 and your favorite WrestleMania. And check out that video that is 10 minutes 57 seconds in my like box. Sorry for saying it over. I'm just like Renee Young. I keep saying 101,000 and 10 minutes 57 second match around there in my like box. And subscribe for more. Hogan rules out. Bye guys. Ba 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 ba. Woo woo woo. You know it, bro.